Hello from Prairie Garden Seeds.
Hi.
And this is Rochelle Tournier. We did a screening last night, and it was awesome. It's the first time we've really talked about, I guess, what the impact of the farm income crisis is on families and the challenges of doing that. And we had a little bit of discussion that I have a hard time with, because I think we were talking about homemakers. And these are, cooking yourself, canning, running a farm is something that I really value. And we've moved away from it because it was women's work and it wasn't paid. I think feminism is really important. And there's good reasons why we moved away from it. But we lost something important. And that came out in the discussion last night. So that was what my takeaway was. I'm wondering what you got out of the discussion.
Yeah, I think some themes similar to what you got out of it, Devin, around the difficulty between marrying capitalism with caring for land and doing important land-based work that's meaningful and providing basically a public service, which is growing food and growing the means for growing food, which is what I do, growing garden seeds. So I don't sell vegetables, but I sell seeds. And so how difficult it is in a capitalistic society to value these things that really predate any capitalist agenda. And so the further we go down that road of trying to make it fit into that, actually the less we value it. And it's like a lot of things in our society, like it is a public service and a public good. So it's really hard when farmers have to try and sell their product as if it were a product on this capitalist market, and have individuals pay for it. It's sort of like I heard recently too, the Postal Service talked about, and right now that's relevant because of strikes happening and Canada Post kind of figuring out how to stay sort of relevant and like a good service, which it is great. All of our seeds we mail through Canada Post. But the problem is it is a service-based business. So when people say it has to make its own way, it has to make money, no, it has to provide a service. Something like the military, does it make its way? Does it pay its way? Does it make us money? No, there's too much money sunk into that because it's supposedly seen as a service. Food growing, food providing, the basis sustenance of humanity is a service, and it needs to be valued as that and not made to try and fit it into capitalism and itemize every little thing we sell and value them the way capitalism values things. So I don't know, that challenge between trying to bring these things together that aren't really valued in this society that we now live in.
Yeah, that is the balance, is to try and figure out how we make our way, and whether that's in a market system and capitalism or some other older form of economic activity. I don't know.
And the older ways aren't always the better ways, as you point out. We've gone great ways in terms of I don't want to stay in the home and do all of that. I want to do work outside the home as well. And but it doesn't mean I don't value that work of being in the home and doing all the food things. So yeah, I just think we're really in an impossible place with trying to fit a value system of land-based ecological principles and values into capitalism, and unfortunately seems like it'll never work. But I don't know where we go from
I think we're going to make it work. So somehow we're going to survive. Anyway, I am off to L'Orange next week, L'Orange, Saskatchewan. I'm going up north, and I've never been there, and I'm really excited because I got family up there. So I'll see you in L'Orange.